Hey, yo, what is going on, guys? We have some Marvel Rivals drama. I think this was related to the $40,000 tournament. Let's see what happens, since this is
I
from
haven't
Penguin
heard of video game
Z0.
drama
Voice
this
Critical
big since
Charlie.
the whole Dream Minecraft speedrunning saga.
Let's see the
What's happening
whole
with
situation
the Marvel
here.
Rivals $40,000 tournament situation is pretty bizarre. In a nutshell, there was a Marvel Rivals tournament with a $40,000 prize purse. There was a player by the name of Kingsmen who really wanted to take this seriously, making a mention that this money would be very helpful to him as a college student. And the rest of the
Tournaments are a big deal. You know, you gotta lock in for those. I don't play Marvel Rivals, so I also don't know how this tournament was set up. But I guess let's see what he explains here.
didn't seem to take it all that seriously, and
That's the problem.
eventually, when Kingsman was trying to, make changes to the team comp so they could better stand a chance at winning, they all attacked him, and eventually it led to him getting kicked from the tournament. His team then went on to place second to last in the tournament.
Second to last.
You guys. Okay, guys. Pace and point proven right now. Do you understand?
No.
What? Wait, so I'm assuming this is him. He's 18 and I don't know which one the deaths are. 18 and 1, maybe? I think these are assists. Or is that, I don't know. Either way, I mean, that's a really good KD. Whoever this guy needs to go. 0-5-0? Are those assists? I have no idea. But that's a problem. That's I mean, dude, I would feel so bad if that was me. Like, I would genuinely feel so bad. I would do whatever the team wants if I was doing so bad. Let's see what happens.
Of course I'm gonna How do you not see the problem right now?
Wait, first of all, that ass Kingsman,
Dude,
like, shut the fuck
look
up.
Look at the gap on this as well. I'm assuming this seems like a wide rank, basically. Like, I don't think this is like the best of the best versus the best of the best type thing. I feel like this is just random people kind of put together, I would imagine. I don't know much about the tournament. Well, then again, yeah, I don't know. This guy's doing pretty good compared to like everybody in the lobby.
Okay, bro.
You're doing too much.
Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
No. She shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
I'm
You're
getting
only
value
able to
because I'm
rebuild them
1v6ing.
because Hulk isn't peeling for you.
Yeah,
So
and
yes,
like, I'm gonna compare this to Overwatch. So in Overwatch, you can't technically 1v5. I mean, you can in certain scenarios, very rarely, but usually you want to have your timing right, which is what I'm assuming what this guy ended up doing. I'm assuming this guy actually knows what he's doing. So in Overwatch, you go in when your team makes contact, and you can do this with basically, for the most part, any character. I'm pretty sure it's any character straight up. So the moment your team makes contact, whether they're gonna die, they're gonna feed, whatever the case is, you need to lock in and actually go towards the other team and do something. So off angle, the enemies are gonna be distracted. That's when you want to capitalize, and I'm assuming that's what this guy did. And these people clearly don't understand that. So my guess is that these are just straight up golds, bronzes. I don't know.
says 0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were
0-5, but we won the point. That already says a lot. That's definitely a gold
hard.
player.
Like, 4 people are dying here. That means four of their util, 4 of their resources are all spent on Zaza.
I saw this a couple days
On
ago, and I was
Zaza,
so
was that weed?
confused why anyone would be joining a tournament if they didn't actually care about winning at all. So he is very clearly trying his best
just play quick
to
play if you
help
like.
the
Just
team
play quick
win.
play.
And
I don't
they were
understand if you're not
talking
gonna
about,
try.
how toxic and annoying and insufferable he was, things like that, which eventually led to him getting kicked and being like disrespectful, that kind of thing. From all the clips I've seen, he never made any like personal attacks against anyone. He was never even like overbearing or like yelling and screaming. The closest he came was in this clip here where he's like, do you understand, like, case in point,
Yeah, I mean,
we should make a switch.
that's just
this
a
isn't
genuine-
working. Our widow
just
is
makes
0,
sense.
5, and 0, which is a very fair point and a good suggestion because it clearly wasn't working. They may have won the point, but I think
Dude,
it's a large part.
I feel so bad if I was doing that bad on the team. I would do whatever the team wants. Like, if they want me to peel, if they want me to support somebody, if they want me to, I don't know, play safe, whatever the case is, like, I'm all ears. But dude, I feel so terrible. I guess these people
because
didn't,
Kingsman
though.
put the team on his fucking back here, like 18-2. He was kind of going insano style.
18-2 is insane.
I don't know why this became such a huge issue for his teammates where they hated him so much for trying to win that they started insulting him after the fact. And that's where most of the drama stems from. Them refusing to switch is one thing that feels like it's kind of trolling and just intentionally throwing the tournament.
So, in ranked matches, dude, it's pretty funny seeing. Oh, I don't know. It's frustrating seeing it in ranked, but like it's just ranked. Like you lose the game, sure, whatever. You just queue up again. You just do your thing. If you're good enough, you'll climb. If you're bad, you'll just lose. Just makes sense. A tournament, on the other hand, you gotta lock in. There's no other way around that.
For the sake of vibes, which is weird because again, just go play quick play or something. Why even bother going into a tournament if the goal isn't to try and win it? He made it clear he wanted to sweat because this would be very important money for him in his situation with college. Now, I also heard that
a lot of money.
When the tournament
40K.
was put together, there wasn't an announcement about how much money was on the line. So I think maybe there was some confusion from the team where they wanted to just play for fun and sillies and goofies. And then once $40,000 was announced, they still had that mindset. Meanwhile, Kingsmen really wanted a piece of that pie because it would be helpful to them. It'd be like $3,000, which is a significant amount of money, especially for someone in college.
Why are you in a tournament if you're not going to try?
So that clashed where he really wanted to win. His team, who they didn't give too much of a fuck. They didn't think it was that big of a deal. So he, throughout like their time playing together, would be making like suggestions and saying like, hey, you know, there's going to be this in the tournament, there's going to be that, maybe we should look at this, maybe we should look at that. And I think they were just getting so annoyed that he was wanting to win so badly that they started to really resent him for it. It eventually led to like the bubbling over point where he got reported to the tournament organizer. They said a whole bunch of nasty stuff about him, and then it snowballed into what it is today. Mainly because the team captain was so vocal about her disdain for this guy. She said things like, I'm pretty sure he spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games, which is why he lacks social skills. You are also spending your time inside playing video games.
I was literally just about to make that statement.
Why are you using that as an insult against him?
Like,
I didn't really detect a lack of social skills throughout any of the footage I saw of them playing together. I guess you could make an argument that, you know, maybe his attitude could grind your gears because he was offering like a lot of advice on potential team comps, and he did multiple times mention like, hey, the Black Widow's probably not going to work here. We got to be mindful of like diet comps, that kind of thing. Would you be willing to try like Bucky perhaps?
I don't know. After this,
they would always kind of like
maybe
roll
she
their
won't be
eyes
doing
at
too
him and be
well
like, shut the fuck up. Like, there's a clip I saw where one of them was like, you've got to just drop this, drop this, drop this. That's enough. Stop making suggestions, basically, about, you know, switching. It's not happening. Look, which I think is a pretty hostile response to that, because this is coming from a place of him just trying to help the team win. I don't think he was being, like, necessarily overbearing with it or anything like that.
No,
he certainly wasn't really being aggressive about it. Like, he never got personal. He was never, like, insulting his teammates. He was never doing anything like that, from what I could tell. So I truly didn't see like a lack of social skills. I just saw someone who really wanted to win because there was a significant amount of money on the line.
Yeah, you really wanted to win. I mean, just from
if
the
you're in a tournament,
from there,
why would you not be trying to win?
I don't know what other context
Team
there was.
captain even made this statement saying, I don't want to win with someone who can't take no for an answer.
What?
Which is a certified stinky comment for sure. That's a big time PU moment right there for the Jumbotron.
This is what it's come to?
I don't know where that's even coming from. His suggestions weren't heeded. Okay. He didn't start like, you know, stomping his feet and yelling and screaming and pissing and shitting about it either. He's just like, okay, all right, we'll do it. We'll run it.
I feel bad for this guy. He has to put up with these people.
Told you so. Can we please make this switch? And then still got attacked for it. I didn't see any examples of him not taking no for an answer. Like, yes, he did make a suggestion multiple times. Like, would you be willing to try this? Would you be willing to maybe switch here? What about this? But that isn't not taking no for an answer. That is coming from someone who wants to win a fucking $40,000 tournament. He then continued to insult Kingsmen.
Oh my god, and she's being toxic on top of that?
Yo,
no
Kingsmen
way.
Cocksuckers.
No
Screenshot
way.
this.
Nah,
y'all
dude,
think I ain't seen the toxicity
how
in the
did
Kingsmen
she end up
Discord
getting,
with
did she get the
not
dude
spreading
banned?
hate from the mods and Kingsmen community? Fire emoji. This one will really get your eyebrow in the air.
This is a cancellation and a half.
Calling out the people that were supporting Kingsmen, saying they're cocksuckers, and how
No way
toxic they
people
are.
are. I
Meanwhile,
really hope
she has been the
nobody's
most
supporting her after
openly
this.
Toxic, like,
That's really messed up.
vocally
And that's not to say
expressing her
that women can't
disdain
participate
for
in any
this
of this.
guy,
They
and
can.
now,
But like if you're gonna
his
participate in a
community.
tournament, at least
And
try.
let's not get it twisted. I think it's pretty obvious. Most people have probably seen a lot of like really dog shit takes from people that are using this as just like a giant insult against all women who play video games. That is absolutely happening, and that shit sucks. Those are some fucking losers you can make fun of. Absolutely. But she, from what I can tell when this message was sent, was talking about like anyone that was expressing support for Kingsman, and I'm sure there probably were some like absolute greaseballs that went through and said some terrible things, sure. But to extend that to like anyone that was supporting Kingsman, calling them cocksuckers, I think is just kind of crazy, especially considering
really
she
is.
has by far been the most mean and nasty about this. Kingsman, from what I saw from the clips that were during this time, he tried to like actively say like, hey, don't go harass anyone and don't be mean, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day.
And he's being a
Like, he
cool
was
sport
clearly
about it.
upset about
I
but
trust what
felt like he
Ms.
was
Critical
doing, or
has to
at least
say.
making an effort to try and stop people from going and doing shit like that. She, on the other hand, was just openly attacking him.
Character? No,
Popular,
everyone thinks this guy's a
diver,
loser.
exploder,
Kingsman's a
like a
loser.
bug. That's just what happens.
Wait, is this CC?
That's such a good point. You're so right about that, and we're still gonna play Widow. I need this for my college. I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years.
And they're like, oh, great point. Go fuck yourself. We're still playing Widow. That's all
Was
we're
the
gonna
first
do.
one
We're here
actually
just for
CC?
good
Is
vibes,
that what
good
she looks
time,
like?
and I don't care if this money means something to you because it
I don't know
doesn't
why I
to
asked
us.
that question. No
That
one's gonna
second
answer me
clip,
right now-
that
right
is
here.
not CC. That is someone else named Lucy.
Oh, okay, never
who
mind. He
has
answered
deleted
it.
this VOD, so I can't even find the full context here. But from the sound of things, she is insulting Kingsman because of him expressing the want of the $3,000 because it would be very helpful to him as a college student. So then she's like making fun of him, taking the piss, even threw in an absolutely revolting 6'7" meme
Oh, so
reference
it's
that'll make your
sarcasm, I see.
skin crawl about it. It's just very mean-spirited. There's also another
I
clip
mean, it
of
didn't
her
really make
talking
sense
about
why
it,
she
saying
did
like
the
even if you
6'7" thing,
support
but I guess that makes
Kingsman,
sense now.
like it's fucking Israel or something. I don't even know what she was trying to say with that one. I guess since I referenced it, I'll show you that clip too.
I have a genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman or whatever, support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel. Anyways, whatever you have in your head, I have a genuine question. I
I think everyone
was
has a
the
genuine
question?
question after seeing that segment there.
What was the
I don't
question?
know why she would be
That doesn't
saying
even matter.
something like that with this. Again, the whole VOD, from what I can tell, is no longer accessible, so I don't even know what the question she was about to ask is. But yeah,
did they
it's
not
definitely a good
apologize
look.
either
And
after all this?
She is very openly like making fun of Kingsman from what I can see in the clips that still exist of it. But this is not CC. This was not someone that played on Kingsman's team. I don't believe. All of this is only the tip of the iceberg, by the way. It gets so much deeper. There was a Google Doc that was put out there from the widow's boyfriend. The
my
tournament
God.
organizer
What
initially
the
like
heck?
doubled down, saying,
This
"Nope, I
is a big
maintain
deal,
my
then.
position here.
Even
He
bigger
deserved
than
to
what
be
I thought
kicked
it
from this
was.
tournament. He violated all of our rules." And then
How are
today
they
he
all-
came forward very somber, like, "Look, I know everyone's mad at me and they're
They're
right
just
to be mad at
all
me. I was
against
wrong about
Kingsman?
everything. I looked at this misleading evidence. It was only from one side and it was incorrect. I acted too hastily." So now he's like singing a very different tune about how, you know, he's had this come to Jesus moment after seeing the other side of the story with Kingsman. It's very clear that he was manipulated by incorrect information. He shouldn't have kicked him from the tournament.
When they come in here, the people, when they come in here, when they hate, they're justified in what they're saying. They're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. 100%. No question about it. Like, there's no beating around the bush. I don't know why it's like difficult to admit when you're wrong and when you fucked up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but everybody in the team knew what was going on. Everybody in this team knew what was going on, and the fact that nobody told me it was that's whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Also, Kaplunk, whom was the boyfriend in this story, is reaching out with an apology,
Is this the
saying
widow?
that he went about it the wrong way and overstepped. Zaza, the widow, told him to leave it alone, but he couldn't
never mind. The widow's
control his
somebody else.
impulses. The demon had to be let out of the cage. Thus, he went in and started sending.
Imagine being that guy, the guy that's like 0 kills on your team in a tournament, and refuses to do anything to help your team. Like,
clips to the tournament
what's the
organizer to
point
kick in,
anymore?
the Google
Just,
Doc,
like,
all
go
that
play
kind of
quick
stuff.
play.
And then
Don't
finally,
even play the game.
cece,
I don't know.
the team captain,
Like,
the one who
you
was
can
by
practice
far the
somewhere
most
else.
openly hostile to
Oh, is this the
Kingsmen and
apology?
anyone.
Hold on, I want to see the apology. Sorry, I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Forgot. Earlier today, I woke up to 1,000 times notice from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsmen's. I was having a panic attack. She's making it about herself. I just started experiencing them. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacked social skills because he spends his time playing video games inside. I was angry and ended up lashing out. This does not seem like a sincere apology at all. It seems like she's making it about herself. Deeply regret it, and I apologize for flinging another insult out. This shows I have terrible character, but I will be working on watching the words I say. Okay, this just seems very AI, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It just
Any level
seems
of
like she's
support
making it
for
about
him.
herself.
Came forward with an apology
not like
as
an
well,
actual
saying,
apology.
I'm sorry, I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Earlier today, I woke up with 1,000 noties from the day before, and people had joined my server from
I guess
Kingsman,
he's reading it.
having a panic attack, and I just started experiencing them. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacks social skills because he spends his time playing video games.
This is insane. Even after, I guess you guys can't see it, but it says for the community notes thing, even after the initial situation calmed down, cece continued to bully Kingsman and speak ill of him across social media. cece has a history of attacking other players and talking trash. I think talking trash is fine. This was not the moment to do that, though.
Side, I was angry and ended up lashing out at him lashing out at him instead of his community. I deeply regret it. I apologize for flinging another insult out. It shows I have terrible character, but I will be working on watching the words I
I
say
wonder
and
what
getting
happened
help
to
with
her.
my panic
Did she end up
attacks.
getting
A
canceled?
community note
Probably
even
not,
got
though.
hot
Probably
dropped
gonna
on
continue
here
doing what
straight
she's
off
been
the
doing.
battle bus saying, even after the initial situation calmed down, cece continued to bully Kingsman and speak ill of him across
Why do
social
people
media.
like this even
cece
exist?
has a history of attacking other players and talking trash. So that apology didn't really go as smoothly as I think she was hoping it would. And interestingly enough, from what I can find, Kingsman throughout this entire thing has tried to urge people not to harass anyone that's been involved in it. You know, Zaza, her boyfriend,
being a
cece,
W
anyone.
mans.
He's been trying to like actively calm things down to the best of his ability. And Kingsman actually was able to make over $3,000, which would have been his cut of the prize money should they have won the tournament, through subs and donations.
I was actually just thinking about that. So I guess he lost the tournament. I think he's Moist Critical said that they got what, second to last or something like that. With this drama, I guess going about, he probably made more money from that situation. Maybe this was for the better. Maybe it all worked out. So he made money from the whole thing. I don't know.
Last time he streamed, which I believe was last night. So a bit of a happy ending for Kingsman. Not exactly the smoothest sailing for his teammates that were bullying him, attacking him, and insulting him.
I mean, that's good.
That hasn't worked out
Better be that
super
way.
well so far. Anyway, that's really about it. So, yep.
Wow, that's just crazy, man. And would you look at who it is? It's Kingsman being in a Moist Critical video. Replied in the comments, but yeah, there we go. Wait, I kind of like this comment over here. He's not 1v6, he's 1v11ing. He's going up against his own team as well. But yeah, crazy situation, man. Either way, that's gonna be all for today's video. If you guys have enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys later.